Ah, there we are. Just double check and make sure everything's working nice and fine. Well, ahoy there, one and all. This is your captain, and we are back with another fun day of rants, madness, and maybe a few spooky stories. And oh crap. It followed me from the beginning screen. Ahoy there, Andy and Lieutenant J-Dog. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so as long as we don't acknowledge it, you see it too, right? As long as we don't acknowledge it, I think it might go away. Maybe. But oh god, it's already starting. But other than that, I hope you're all doing very well. And I thought a change of scenery would be relatively nice. So, here we are. So, there we go. Nice little change of scenery from the usual. I know, it's not there yet, but it's getting close. So I thought I might as well just get a head start. Don't worry, there'll be more along the way. But slowly but surely, as it gets closer and closer to December, I'm gonna start adding things. So be on the lookout for that. Give Turkey Day a chance. I always do. But just like everyone else, you know, you eat it, you love it, and then you go on the shopping spree the next day. But hey, like I said, I'm just getting a bit of an early start, that's all. Just a bit of an early start. But other than that, I hope everyone is doing fantastic today. It is Tuesday now, first week of November. Things are finally starting to cool down, luckily. And still keeping my fingers crossed for some snowfall later on December. But we'll see. Other than that, everything's been more or less busy on my end. A lot of things outside of all this have been keeping me preoccupied and, you know, been a bit tired, a little bit out of it, but I still at least wanted to make up for what happened on Sunday. So here I am, fulfilling that bargain. Turkey Day might as well be at Christmas, since we're already stuffing our faces regardless. True, if you kind of think of it, Christmas is almost like a second Turkey Day as well. Because all the amount of food. Like, think about it. 2 big dinners for each month. So, but I mean, hey, like I said, I'll be slowly adding things, so don't worry too much about that. But other than that, a few things I at least like to, you know, go about today. More or less just how things have been going, whatnot. More or less learning more and more as the days progress. Because when you gotta be your own manager of everything, it can get a bit tiresome. So, now don't worry, I'm not taking a vacation or anything, at least not yet. But I will say it has been a bit taxing. So, mostly just want to just kind of chill and vibe. As well as in terms of some form of news, Xbox, let's say it like this, Xbox hasn't exactly been doing great as of late. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, how should I put this? well, I know maybe not all of you are Xbox fans, but they kind of hinted at a little something something. That being their next console. And yikes, I have to say this has got to be some of the worst decisions they've had, but I guess they're probably playing a game of one-up each other or something over there, because clearly everyone's gone insane. Probably a lot more insane than anyone in Alice Madness. Just found out they increased the game price. Yeah, that's not all. Believe it or not. That is actually not all. Now let me see if I can open this up, because I really want to show this to all of you. I'm just going to use at least this article for the time being. Let me see if I can just get a few things going here. Just bear with me one moment. But yeah, this is pretty concerning. Not gonna lie. There we go. Give me a second here. There we go. I'm gonna make this just nice and doable. Yeah, let's put it right here. Just go ahead and... Nope, come on now. Give me the good stuff. Alright, anyways, good enough. The title alone makes me worried. It should. Because if we go down to it... So, we already know about the Ally and everything, right? We all know about this one. Yeah. So... Here's the thing. So, their collaboration with base handheld for PCs, but the expense, you know, way above $1,000, right? So, yeah, that's already pretty damn bad. With their Ally. ROG, I'll be honest, I still own some of their products, and they're way too overpriced. But if we keep scrolling down, they talk about all this nonsensical stuff about, you know, gaming and everything else. About their Series X prices going up and all that. But in short, and this isn't the only article, but in short, their next console, they're trying to make it like a Xbox PC hybrid, which in simpler, more logical terms, pretty much means they just want to sell you a glorified PC that kind of looks like an Xbox for well over what they're charging for the ROG Ally. And that being as it may, yeah, affordability is not a thing for anyone who is an Xbox fan at this point. ROG, well over $1,000, price hikes for their current system, and from what I'm at least hearing, that they're gonna go even higher for the next console. So, yeah. There's been talks about it being like anywhere between like 1,300 plus. And me, who has practically given up on the consoles, look at it and I go, you're better off just getting a PC at that point. Because what they're trying to do, right? Their main focus is trying to get, you know, Xbox games onto other platforms. That's literally insane. Yeah. They're hiking up the prices for you to try games, which, like I said, their whole subscription service, it's what's hurting them. This is why their games are so expensive. This is why everything is overblown. This is even why they had to hike up the price on their system. They are losing so much money, And it looks like they want to lose some more, by the looks of things. Now, I'm no business expert, but, you know, for working for someone like Microsoft, especially being a representative, you want to make money for this place, for your company, right? Not lose it. And let's just say they're going to be losing a lot more than just sales. They're going to be losing trust, people, and just... I mean, they've already lost their minds. I feel like this will make fans leave. Fans have pretty much already been leaving. Ever since the price hike and everything else. Not to mention there's not too many games for them to even really appeal to anyone other than maybe the next COD. But even then, if you want to play that thing day one, you need the highest subscription service. Which is, what is it, $30 a month? Yeah, in 3 months' time, you practically got that whole Call of Duty game paid off. With maybe a skin or two. So you might as well at that point just get the game. Because with all their other ones, it's like, yeah, their latest COD that they're churning out. Yeah, if you had their like lower subscriptions or even their cheapest one, guess what? You ain't playing that thing until a year to 2 years later after it comes out with that membership. So I understand why a lot of people are leaving. I mean, if this isn't going to put the final nail in the coffin for just the Xbox as a whole, well, once they announce it, then, oh yeah. No thanks, I'll stick to Steam sales. Yeah. No, that's pretty much where they're thinking about going. Because if their subscription service is going to die really fast, ain't going to be able to recruit from the ROG Ally or their latest console, because no one's going to want to buy that crap. And at the same time, yeah. I mean, it's why they've been pushing some of their Xbox games to PlayStation. They're looking at it at the point of where, you know what? We might as well just make games and just put them on other platforms. Now, if it was me, right? If I'm in this table, in this council of just absolutely insane people, I would look at it this way. I go, okay, well, I want you to take every single Xbox game from, like, the one all the way back to the original Xbox, right? I want you to take all those games. Not some. I want you to take all of them. And then put them on Steam. Maybe PlayStation. But let's first go with Steam, right? Let's keep things simple. Let's port all of those on Steam at a reasonable price. Reasonable. So you get the quantity of purchases from Steam. Now, I will, selfish plug, I wouldn't mind, you know, getting all 3 or even 4 of the Gears of Wars, even Judgment, on PC through Steam. And you can choose to whether to sign in or not with your Xbox account, like you do with the Master Chief Collection. There's no such thing as reasonable. Well, there is reasonable when you're bleeding the company dry and they need an upswing. People will become desperate in that category. And when you got someone as big as Microsoft staring you down with a gun to your head, you better be making some profits at that point. Because they've been losing them. So anyway, right, so you have this whole catalog of all those games, right, ported, and they gotta make sure that stuff works. Now granted, how's this help? Well, for one thing, you're gonna be giving a lot of people who enjoyed it, myself included, the past games that we've been asking for on PC for a very long time. But not only that, you know, it doesn't give us the trust, but it's gonna help you recuperate some of that, you know, red numbers, I should say. And given that hopefully they just drop the whole subscription thing and console thing and just focus on making games, because it could still be a successful branch and just not make consoles. Because at this point, if you're saying that you're selling people just a PC looking like an Xbox, yeah, people are just gonna say, I want my own personal one. I don't want this crap. So the smart move would be to make your library accessible on every single PC, number one. And number two, making sure every game that you own on that is also accessible. As long as there's no third-party launchers or individual publishers. Yeah, like, I want to say that even without the Xbox app, because I hate that bloatware. It's absolute trash for the PC. But if, let's say for example, I could do a direct, right? Let me do a direct download straight from your website. That is my account. Give me that. Or, better yet, I log into my account, right? So whichever game that they put on Steam that I still have, at least digitally, on my Xbox account, give me a digital code, I get that game for free. But anything that I may have had in the past that was a disc that I no longer have, then yeah, I'll buy it back for like $10, $15 max, depending on the game. And depending how much DLC there is. But I wouldn't go any higher than that. So, it may not buy them a whole lot of profit, but you might as well at least get a little bit of goodwill from the people who will be switching over to PC regardless. Excuse me. That's at least my take on the whole thing. But, yeah. As in terms of their subscription service and everything, I already knew it was bad. But the fact that they're trying to pull this and see who's stupid enough to even consider this stuff, yeah, no. Over $1,000 for a handheld and even more for your living room model, plus a $30 monthly subscription? Like, buddy. Nah. Nah. People at that point would just save up their money for a PC. It's just... It's not in the cards for you guys. Because $360 a year? Just to stream some games? Nah. You give it a couple of years, you got a full whole rig right then and there. Might as well get an actual PC. That's what I'm saying. Instead, why don't you make your actual libraries accessible with or without even your stupid app? Make them available for download directly to my PC. And at the same time, even make them available through Steam. But I mean, hey, what do I know? So yeah, that's just a little something that I found interesting. I mean, they are laughable at this point, but at the same time, I'm kind of curious on what exactly is in their food and or water that's making them think this is a smart business move. But yeah, that's just a little bit of news right there. That yeah, it was tough. It was kind of tough to read without me laughing, actually. Because, yeah, it was... Whew! It was so bad. Oh my goodness. But, hey. Maybe something will come out of this. But at the rate that they're going, they're probably just going to shut down. At least in terms about like making consoles and whatnot. But I hope that their subscription service actually just gets cut. Because all it's been doing is just hurting them. And the amount of people that they had to let go, right? And the price hikes for their games. Because, hey, guess what? That subscription service, it ain't paying for all the money they're investing into these games. So I look at it as, okay, well, if that's the case, we might as well just say, screw it. We'll just make games and then post them on these outlets instead. So I think that's the only way that's going to save them at this point. But yeah, just a little bit of fun news is all that I thought of. Just kind of see where they're going to go with that. Also been kind of keeping a close eye on the whole, like Pokemon Nintendo patent thing. And funny enough, give me 1 second, let me see if I could pull it up. Give me 1 quick second. Yes, here we go. Now let me just go ahead and, there it is. Some good news on the horizon. The US is also saying no to Nintendo's patent. So the head of all this is quite literally saying, okay, full stop. What is going on here? What are you guys doing? And said, you know what? We don't agree to what you're trying to patent here. And this isn't just like, oh, I looked it over and saw some things. No. They are going deep into this, combing it through, looking at other patents that even they have filed in the past. And on top of that, yeah, so Kirk Sigmund, so he's going through all of this, right? And he's looking through all kinds of irregularities that are going to be here. Not to mention, there's also going to be talks of, okay, if anyone has anything to present of this happening before this patent even came out, you can also state your claims. So this is not only just Nintendo being pushed into the corner, not only by Japan telling them no, but now even the US saying, hold on, what the hell are you trying to pull here? So now, they're looking through it, and they're looking through it with a very high-powered microscope. They're going to look through all of that and see, like, wait, this existed before you guys even thought of this. What are you guys trying to do here? What do you mean that you're trying to patent this? And so, yeah, they're going in deep. Because Nintendo's already currently under a different review with Japan. But now even the states are saying, you guys are playing a scummy game here, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this. So yeah, definitely good news for Pal World. Like I said, nothing has been concrete just of yet, but the fact that matters is that now we have both sides pretty much looking at Nintendo going, you guys are pulling some very shady shit. So we're gonna review you, and we're gonna review you hard. So the outcries of gamers everywhere has never been louder. They are really, and I mean really, looking through this which is not only good news for Pocket Pair, but any other creators out there in general as protection. And I'm not talking about just, stuff from Nintendo. Just anyone that tries to pull this type of crap. So, yeah. Nintendo's little lawyer squad, they're shaking in their boots right now with this. So, hopefully with everything that goes well, and I am hoping for there to be a countersuit against them, because I really want them to feel the burn from this. Because they've already gotten burned by their own community. No thanks to their horrible launch of their Pokemon game. But also because of other gamers and creators saying, y'all just don't like competition. So you try to strong arm creators and gamers alike because y'all just don't want to make a good game. And yeah, I hope this deals a huge blow to them. I'm sure if they lose this patent crap, they'll get hit with a... I think you mean with plenty. Yeah. Well, like I said, there can be a legal penalty for that, but like I said, this also opens up to a countersuit from Pocket Pair. So whatever, I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know how those things exactly work. But with all the support that Pocket Pair has been getting from its community, even from the casual gamers alike, a countersuit is possible, and hopefully, and I am saying hopefully, if they do even win a countersuit, that's gonna just put more money not only for them, but also for them to make more of their PAL games, as well as keep adding on to PAL World itself. So, yeah. Big W's, but not the final W, right? I'm happy too, but, we're getting close. We're getting close to the end game. We just need to be a little bit more patient, and above all else, supportive. Because if this goes through, man, this is going to be a message to any company that tries to pull that type of crap. Personally, I think ownership of either like a patent, right? Or even, for example, what's the term I'm looking for? An IP ownership. Like if you're, for patents, number one, you don't own it, because that's just creative restriction. As for the IP, if you're not going to do anything with it, then you shouldn't own it. The creator should have the rights to it back. Enough said there. And what was the other one that I wanted to address? There was the patents. Yeah, oh. So the only thing I will be for, right, is like blatant copyright. Right? If someone's blatantly trying to rip off of your actual games, that's one thing. That's one thing, a blatant rip-off. But if it's like a mod, or, there's like, I was inspired to make this in love of this, then you got something there. But not a blatant rip-off. That's just kind of how it goes. But yeah, big news, at least in terms of the legal side, both US and Japan, yeah, they're not liking Nintendo's little habits anymore. And especially, they'll probably start looking at this more and more. And that's going to put a really big target on Nintendo. Because if they try to file even anything after losing this, they're gonna be looked at. Like, really, really looked at. But, a little bit of weird news, but some good news. I like to keep things a little bit balanced. Leave off on a good note, anyway. But, with that being said, I do have a fun little interesting game I want to try out today called The Vanishing Train. And then we're going to get right back into a lot more Alice Madness. So, let me just get this all, excuse me, booted up. I had a very, very big dinner, so I think it's coming back with a vengeance. But other than that, yeah. Let's see about getting this thing going here. Just give me 1 second. Let me just... Okay. Where are you? Here we go. Let me go ahead and move myself over here. And voila. Oh, we are golden. So yes, this little gem right here is called The Vanishing Train. Looked pretty interesting. So I want to see how this all plays out. Because if there's one thing I love more than anything, is any type of game that's made or at least inspired by an urban legend. So, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Ah, okay, there we go. But holy crap, though. Let's put this down. Down right here. Alright, that should be good. That should be absolutely fantastic. Okukagura. Yeah, sure. Late night train. Nothing bad ever happens there. Nothing ever bad happens on a late night train. The Rotting Man. Interesting. Are we driving this? Oh, I guess we are the conductor. How about that? Okay. Hell yeah. Isn't this nice and cozy? Going up a hill. Okay, give it some gas. There we go. I'm pretty sure we're not going to tip over, but you never know. There we go. I need... How do I get out of here? Is the real question. Do I click anything? Interesting. Horn, zoom, right click. Okay, doesn't want me to leave for some odd reason. Alright. I wish to stand. I wish to see what is going on. Okay, now my mouse sensitivity is way too low. Real challenging getting off the controls, right? Here I am, wanting to be helpful, but yet... Oh well. Hopefully that guy got on. So far, so good. Nothing spooky has happened yet. Yeah, the horn is fun. That was a big pig! I think I've seen a pig like that maybe one time in real life. And yeah, they are very huge and very aggressive. You doing okay, ma'am? You kind of look like you're about to poop yourself. Let me see about pressing up some random buttons here or there. Oh, that's interesting. Alright then. I think I'm missing something here. Hold up. Oh, crap. That closed the entire game. Hold up. I got this. I thought that was just going to get me back up to the main menu. Alright, let's take this from the top. Okay, action, look around. Cool. Sit. Okay, so no control about actually getting out. Interesting. Oh, anyway, full speed ahead, as they say. Quite the interesting train. You find smaller ones like these out in the country a lot. Perfect atmosphere for something horrible to happen. Bam, nailed it. Come on in. I assume you're coming in. Anyway, train's closing. Yeah, because it's one thing going from station to station, but imagine you just being out here on your own. Just nothing but you and the nice, desolate, dark night in the woods. Big. I don't know. I don't really mind trains all that much. It's more or less just like the spacing and how much you could sit between people. It kind of depends. Because I've been through a lot of different kinds that have been either just really crowded or even the seating was just horrid. But I'll tell you this much. I rode a bullet train one time. So roomy, and you don't even feel anything happening. It almost felt weird. It felt like you were floating. Oh, so we can stand after all. Look at that. But yeah. If anyone ever gets a chance to go to Japan, definitely try riding on one of the bullet trains. Oh, power's back on. Nice. Alright, sensitivity needs to go back down a little bit more. Well, let's get back to it then. But yeah, riding the bullet train, it almost feels like you're floating because everything's going past your window so fast. Even when I had to just get up to ask a question or eat something or even use the lavatory, it just felt so weird. But at the same time, pretty cool. I actually do plan on going to Japan next year with the family. Oh, nice. Let me know what you're going to visit. So I'm kind of curious. It's been a couple of years since I've visited Japan, so it'd be pretty interesting to see if anything has really changed out there. I mean, you always got all your touristy spots, but do try to see the more like non-local touristy spots. You'll be surprised. You'd be surprised exactly what you might find over there. I know I was. Oh. Well, that was short. It's my worst nightmare, little children. Well, it's for my younger sister's birthday, so I'm not sure where they want to head to. I mean, it all kind of depends on what you're looking for, and of course, what kind of city you'll be staying in. Isn't it like for me, like Tokyo is just a hot spot for any type of tourist attraction. Akihara, if you're a weeb, and a whole bunch of other places you can even go to. Or if you are looking for something a little bit smaller but still cultural, even the island of Okinawa is a lot of fun. So, I mean, you can kind of take a look at the prices, see what's good in mainland, what's good in Okinawa, and kind of go from there. That's what I usually do. But let's see here. I honestly God thought that was actually going to be a lot longer, so bear with me because I still have a few others that I do want to try out. Ah, this is another one. This should be a good one. Let me just go ahead and boot this up here real quick. Ooh, this ought to be interesting. Oh, hold up. Alright, I don't see why it doesn't want to capture that. But have no fear, I got this. Let me just go ahead and tweak a few things here. There we go. And put it down here. There we go. I just gotta tweak this. There we are. Nice and simple. For me, I would like to visit the Universal Studios there, maybe ride the Jaws ride if they still have it. Oh yeah. Or even take around some of the like more older parts of Japan, some of the temples and everything. Really beautiful over there. Especially if you want to go there during the winter or springtime. Really beautiful. Before you begin this game, we have something to ask of you. Okay. What is it? In this game, sound is important for certain scenes. Wearing headphones is recommended. Ah! You're in luck, for I wear these almost all the time. In the event you look away from the screen while playing, we are not responsible for what you may see. Ooh. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, I know it'll be around the end of November, early December. Okay, so you're still going at a pretty good time over there. Please refrain from playing if you have concerns for mental health or physical health. Oh, okay, so it's going to be one of those games. Got it. If it's going to be one of those games, just to be on the safe side, right? I know all of you here are mature and everything else in between, but just, hear me out on this one. All right, just in case for any sort of reason, right? Any sort of reason at all. I am just going to... Ooh, that's not what I want to do. There we go. Of this game, for me, gotta go leave the room. But yeah, just in case something is maybe off, I'm just gonna put this up so everyone's just nice and happy. But I know that all of you are very mature, so I should have nothing to worry about. Okay, borderless. Yes. Resolution. Go. Okay. Yomawari, Lost in the Dark. This looks fun. Please customize your character's appearance. Ooh. Badges. Oh, bangs. That's a lot. Yeah. That's practically my native monitor resolution, but everything looks a little too stretched in terms of like the top. So I keep it down to the 2560 to 1440, which still looks fantastic. Because I was looking at some of the monitors before that just are strictly 2560. They were still a bit small, so I went at least an extra length higher. Now, it does look good, but not every game supports it, at least not yet. So I thought, okay, what if I go down a peg? And shockingly, every game, even the older ones, support that resolution. So I've been more or less just sticking with that as my default. Yeah, let's go with that. Outfit. Give you a hat. Hair color. Okay. Yep, that'll work. Yusu. Yep, you know what? I like that name. Let's keep it. Ooh, I like this already. I saw how the art style and everything was when I was searching up horror games. This one kind of speaks to me. Use it this way. Oh boy. Okay, coming. Oh shit. Okay, so hands off of the mouse then. Hold E to run. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. Hold Q to tiptoe. Never seen that type of art before. Looks good, right? Not this way. Have to hurry. Okay. Yeah. When I saw this, at least in terms of Steam, when they were doing their Steam Fest, it was actually pretty interesting. It has a lot of like the RPG Maker, at least in terms of like the look down, but the art style itself was what really drew me in. I just looked at it and went, this looks pretty good. As you approach something, you can interact with a question mark. It will appear above your head. Okay. A exclamation will appear when you're close enough to interact. While there's, you could press Z to interact. Alright. What took you so long? This way. Alright, controls are going to be a little off for me. Hopefully I can remap them. Use it, you're late. Sorry. I was learning a tutorial. Can't help it. Learning a tutorial. It's going to take me a bit. A little scared. Me too. Shouldn't we just stop here? The good old test of courage. We'll be fine. Famous last words. But now that we're here... Ooh, gotta crack me neck. These windows are pretty high up. We'll need a ladder. Let me guess. I think there's a ladder near the rabbit hutch, right? I'll go get it. Okay, we're at least volunteering. Are you gonna be okay on your own? Nods. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be right back. You know, if you hear screaming or something, it'll probably be fine. Because I can't go there. Actually, hold on. Can I... Okay, so there is a controller type of setting. Okay. Scroll through map. Okay, move player, click and hold, interact. Okay. Oh. I could just do it that way. Interesting. Take this. What you got? It's an extra flashlight. It'll be dark, so bring it with you. Oh, okay. B for blight. Thank you. I'm not so scared now. Go get the ladder and we'll go inside. I'm not so scared now, flashes flashlight in your face. Like that meme of the dude that just woke up. That's that guy right now. Just like, yeah, I'm glad you like it. Cat. Moogie? Why did you follow me here? Suspicious cat. Like you were talking to a bush, right? Ah, right. I think I have some cat treats. Let me guess, I'm going to learn how to throw. Alright. Bring up. Confirm. C button. Here you go. Yeah, would you like a biscuit? Would you like a biscuit? I just hope Moogie will be good and go home now. The fact that your cat followed you all the way over here just because it's hungry is damn impressive. Alright. Oh. Okay, so I have to even hold it on my way back. Okay. Oh. I don't have control right now. What was that weird sound just now? I should hurry back. I agree. Okay, pretty interesting mechanics. Definitely probably a lot better with a controller. Actually, let's see if I can connect mine mid-game. See if that might help out a bit. Thanks, Yuzu. Hey, I wonder if those rumors about the school are true. What rumors? What secrets lie beyond those windows? That's what we're here to check for, right? Alright, let's go in. Oh, I mean, I wasn't gonna go in first. I brought the ladder. Well, we're alive and well. Wow. This is a little scary, hee. I don't know why I did that voice. Hey, what should we do if we really run into ghosts? It'll be alright. What happens? Well, you flash them, then you run. Use it, don't run off and leave us here, okay? It's a promise, alright? Oh boy. I played enough RPGs when that usually is the case. Watch I play the full game, it turns out to be better than Silent Hill F. That'd be something. Yeah, wait for me. Hello. Is this too bright for you? Just checking. Okay, so far so good. Actually, hold up. What's the control scheme for this? Okay, use items, bring up items, run and tiptoe. Oh, gamepad for the light. Nice. Tiptoe, tiptoe, run. This school seems familiar. Maybe a certain redhead lives here. Hey, buddy. Both of you, look at this. Maybe don't run off on your own? A star icon, press. There's an old coin on the floor. Oh, goody. It kind of looks like it's got a weird stain on it, huh? That's a little creepy. I wonder what it's doing here. What if it has something to do with the school's rumors? This is usually the part where you kind of clue me in about what exactly these rumors are. Ooh, maybe. Okay, let's start with the first rumor. And there he goes again. Come on, let's go. Okay. We should really gotta stop letting him run off on his own. At least we were smart enough to bring a backpack so we could store stuff. Hey, you, sir, need to stop running so much. Or gal. What's the matter? I just felt like someone was there. What? Nani? Maybe we should just go home. Yes, let us vote on that. No, we can't. We have to check all the rumors. No, we most definitely can. It's not like we can't leave. We should leave. We can leave. You just don't want us to leave. So what's the first rumor? Tell us! According to the first rumor, the skeleton in the science room lab moves around. I don't want to see a moving skeleton. That sounds scary. I honestly think back to the Family Guy meme where it's just like, donate your skeleton for science. And it's just Peter's skeleton scaring the science students. I heard the skeleton only moves when you have your eyes closed. How does that... Okay. So how can you trust that the rumors are true? So if you're scared, then just don't close your eyes. Keep them open. Keep them all open. Come on, let's go. Is it gonna be like Peanut, where if you blink it moves or something? Because that would actually be pretty funny. Those who run off first are the first to die. Yeah, right? Maybe this game is going to be one of those, it's going to take its time to really torture people before it has its way. Oh, excuse me. I like mannequins from the other games. Yeah, something similar. Rattle me bones. Here's the science room. Do you like how everything looks hand-drawn, though? It's refreshing. Whoever did the art for this, good on you. Come on, you two, over here. Maybe I don't wanna. That's a real big skeleton. So this is it, the moving skeleton. Hey Yuzu, try closing your eyes. What? I'll watch and see if it moves. I don't think that's how that works. Well, what are you going to do if it actually starts moving? Yeah, we don't exactly have a plan here, do we? I have to check whether the rumors are true. We gotta try. Please just close your eyes. Can we, like, take a vote on who? Or maybe some rock, paper, scissors? I feel like that'd be a little bit more fair. I did get the ladder after all, so I think it's your turn. If it does move, I don't want to be nearby, so I'll stand back. Well, at least we got someone who's smart about this whole thing. I'll do that too. You know what? Whatever happens to them, probably deserved at this point. Till I tell you to open them. Alright. Close your eyes by holding the triggers. Oh, okay. Ooh. That's a pretty cool effect. I like that. Okay, you can open your eyes now. Ooh. Okay, I like that. That's a cool feature. Did it move? Nope, not at all. Didn't move an inch. Phew, so the rumors was fake. Don't you mean a centimeter? Maybe the next one's true. Let's go. I like that. That's pretty cool how they did the whole close your eyes thing. Guess we should get going too. Come on. I like that. That's cool how they do that. And it kind of blurs out when you want to open your eyes to just adjust. I like that. That's a pretty neat feature. Where do they go this time? Yuzu, wait, look. Eh? Was this here earlier? Not sure. Is this part of the... of an exchange center? I am so sorry, holy crap. Oh. Pardon me. Sorry, just been crashing out. Like I said, just plenty of coffee, not enough sleep. So you'll have to excuse me for that. Have you heard of the school's 7 wonders? I heard if you don't know how to deal with ghosts, you'll get killed when you see them. Yeah, that's not ominous at all. Watch you move after you leave. Yeah, right? Or it just follows you. Ooh, you know what would actually be pretty funny? If it does do like the whole thing with Peanut or like a weeping angel. But right, you don't hear like rattling bones, right? Because it's on a stand. Like imagine if that stand has wheels, right? All you hear is like the squeaky wheels just closing in on you. Ooh, that would be such a good thing if they have that. Even our school has its own 7 wonders. Tell me more. Here's the first one. If you go into the school at night, you'll get your throat slit by a big faceless man. Oh! That's nice. Is that true? What I do if I run into him? You have to run and hide. Dun, dun, dun. It's about the 7 wonders. I wonder who wrote it. Could have been anybody. It could have been them. What's the big deal? Hurry up. Yeah, we're coming. But ominous note written in crayon. Let's go. Sure. But they wrote it in crayon. We must investigate. Please stop running away. Let's check the next rumor. This way. At least my character and the one next to me is using the buddy system. Quit running off. And they're self-aware. Cat. Moogie. You came in? Moogie, wait! My cat! Yuzu? I need to get my cat. Yuzu, what's the matter? My cat followed me in here. Your cat? I don't see any cats. What are you talking about? I have to chase after Moogie. Yuzu? Oh, I don't get a choice in the matter, do I? Moogie, don't run away. Ah, this is how we're probably gonna get separated. Can I go back? I have to chase after Moogie. Ah, okay, so I have to do it. Maybe they'll do a playthrough that, like, after you beat it, you could choose. That'd be pretty interesting. Where are you, you mangy furball? Where'd you go? Where have you gone? Hey, Slender, how you doing? Run. Yes, definitely run. Run, keep running. Move them legs. Move them legs. Oh, man. Okay, that's really interesting. What was that thing? Could it be the real ghost? I have to find Moogie and run. Okay, okay. So far, pretty interesting. Yes, looks like Slenderman's got into gardening a little bit. I wonder, can I take this map? School map is posted. I love the empty classroom just has blood all over it. Classroom, classroom, library. Okay. I don't know if I could head back. Interesting. Never knew good old Slendy needs a grass cutter. Right? Like I said, probably just, you know, it hasn't been as popular, so money's been a bit tight. Better not take my chances with that. Yeah, looks like Slendy's gotten into some farming or gardening. Or his gig is now just to haunt schools instead of forests. Oh, so much for sticking together. Ooh, shiny. Hold up. Let's see if I can grab this real quick. Alright, so what we got? Bathroom, classroom, classroom, stairwell, classroom, classroom, music room. I found rock. Anything in here? That's different. Message received. I'm out of here. Not going to the music room. Got it. Yep. It's like I'm not even that talented with an instrument. Okay, so upstairs was definitely not the right plan. Got it. Going downstairs. Where is that damn cat? Alright, what we got here? Classroom, classroom, bathroom, art room. school's definitely haunted. Don't even gotta worry about any of the other wonders. The school's just plain out haunted. Jeez, okay. Can't even do arts and crafts. Sheesh. Maybe if I tiptoe. We're okay. We're good. Just gonna sneak past them. Oh, we found the bathroom. Saw a question mark. We're somewhere close, aren't we? Alright. Ooh, what do we got here? There's another note. Let's see what it says. Everyone seems so interested in the 7 wonders. Come on, tell me the next one. Alright. I'll tell you the 4th today. At night, when no one's around, you hear music from the music room. If you go in to look, the piano will eat you up. Really? The piano has a mouth? I should stay away from there. Scary rumors about the music room. Could Mugi have gone in there? Knowing how cats love to climb stuff, it's probably... Oh. I need to turn on my flashlight. That's a lot of Taco Bell. Curse of Jujutsu Kaisen for some reason, at least some of the ghosts do. In a way, yeah. Very interesting, though. Just nice and calm. We're good. Just tiptoeing along. We're good. We're good. We're good. We are still good. Alright, so art room. I think the music room is at the very, very top of the school. You know, would you try to visit a haunted school at night? Oh, there he is. Mugi! Swear to God, if you get eaten right now. It's like, do we really have to... Oh. Okay, that was a bit weird. Definitely a lot of Uncanny Valley going on. Okay, now we can go into the music room. Heh. Not without a force multiplier with rock salt, right? Forget the rock salt. When you got something that big coming after you, or something that scary, I need the holy hand grenade. Because if I'm going out, I'm taking some of you bastards with me. Get cleansed. Oh, goody, another note. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, sorry. Please leave, please leave. Message received. Man, I always hated music class. Oh, that was easy. What's happening? You! I will disown you if you run away again, I swear! You little shit! Sounds like the piano's out of tune. Right? Have to go after Moogie. Do you? I don't think you do! I'm not even gonna call him Moogie anymore. I'm just gonna call him Little Shit. Because this little shit is doing nothing but causing us problems. I swear, with all that trouble, what if my friends died and everything else, and the cat's just like, oh yeah, I was just hungry. Oh man. It's like, I'm gonna make you into an indoor cat so damn fast. It's like, whenever I leave the house from now on, just leash, that's it, or cage. Hello? Hello? Oh. That was a bit weird now, wasn't it? Alright, where are you? Huh. I'm pretty sure my friends are fine. They ain't got nothing to worry about. But no, a haunted school at night? At least when I think back to something like... Oh, hi, Sneaky, you're back. Yep, no, keep running. Keep running. Phew. Don't you dare. Don't you... Oh. I hate that cat. But at least looking back to some of my other schools to explore at night, honestly, I don't think a whole lot of them would be that creepy. Damn, the little fucker, get back here. Right? You know, instead of just chasing after him, like, could have pulled out another tree, just be like, come here, come here, come here, just grab him behind the neck. It's like, come here, you little shit. I can't go back in the music room. Alright, where'd you go? There's the notice, no trespassing. Huh? It's unlocked. Most mysterious. Should I go out to the rooftop? Oh, now I get a choice. Okay. Okay, now things are getting interesting here. Wow, this is one cluttered rooftop if I have ever seen one. Girl? What is she doing here? Oh, it doesn't look like I can talk to her. Ew. But that view though, right? I also wish they do... Don't look away. I also wish they do more hand-drawn games like this. Oh, nice. Okay, that was actually very, very good. I like that quite a bit, actually. That was... yeah. That was very, very good. Give me just one quick second here. I'll go back to this real quick. But yeah. Oh no. Hold up, wait a minute. Ah. Okay, I will go ahead and add that to the wish list, because honestly that was actually not a bad game. I really, really enjoyed that. That was really good. So yeah, might go ahead and play that later on in the future. Because, damn, I was not expecting any of that. But anyway, now let's get down to the real fun. Ugh, jeez. Let's get this going, and let me see here. Okay, game capture. There it is. Okay, something's amiss here. Hold up, give me 1 second. Let me see if I could just restart it, because that was a bit weird. Huh. I thought I had that entire thing changed out. Interesting. Because I usually have the intro cut off, but this is new. Anyway, give me 1 quick second while I at least move you guys up here so I can see. It's doing something. It's doing something a bit funky with my stuff. Hopefully this could fix it. Because I'd at least be able to want to see you guys. At least it's playing. Okay, give me 1 second here. All right, move you right there. Move you right there. Okay, now that if it adjusts, there we go. Cool. Let's get back to the maddening fun. And of course it crashed. Huh. Well, isn't that just fun? Maybe we should start a petition about freeing the American McGee's Alice IP from EA. So I could really go for a third game. So it looks like it might have devolved back to its default. Possibly. More than likely, but still possible. Okay, and we are back. Yeah, so I guess considering all the script that we've been doing,
I hope you have as many.
I guess it decided to devolve back to its default, which I mean is understandable. So yeah, we're unfortunately back to 30 FPS, but I think it's gonna be stable. Come here. Nope, give me that. Playing games at 30 FPS again. Oh, the memories. You probably shouldn't have put your shield down, I'm just saying. Plus a remaster of the first two. Yeah. Wrong button. There we go. Honestly, I'm okay with just how these look. Even the first one. I don't know, for me it's kind of more or less just, like, remasters are pretty good and all, but when you have, like, a collection, I almost enjoy, like, how we went from those graphics to this one. And then you get something like Alice 3, that would be on an even higher, more pristine engine. I mean, I know we all give UE5 shit, because, let's be honest, not a whole lot of developers know what to do with it. But for at least ones like Claire Obscure or whatnot, they at least understood that engine. So it would be a nice little, you know, kind of just going from game to game, seeing how far we've come. Adds to the charm, I think. Decadence, excessive waste, the Hatter's madness ends today.
Your presence here is unwelcome. We have a mission to complete, and you are an intolerable annoyance. Some like it hot, but no one likes it this hot.
I agree, I'm more of a winter person myself. It's definitely more stable, I'll say that much for sure. Open up, there you go. Ah! It's like, excuse me, is that enough pepper for your tea? And that is the end of you. fight, we fight. Oh. I mean, at least I'll say it to this much. Back then, when we just had the 30 frames and plus motion blur, it at least helped out smoothing everything out. Tricks of the trade and all that good stuff. Because I mean, now with high frames, right, motion blur is more sickening. But back then, at least, it was a nice little trick to keep things nice and smooth. Which I actually found to be pretty interesting. So that's why even with a lot of these games now, right, you still see motion blur on by default. And I think it's more or less to cater to the ones that still want to play the game but can only play it up to 30.
I've got the arms you need. Well, strictly speaking, the Hatter needs them. Well, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to crush you.
You can try. Then there's also that whole trick of the trade. Whatchamacallit? The whole thing with ghosting going on. With a lot of games and how motion blur can actually help with that. But instead of it, you know, being something good, it's more or less masking an issue. And of course that issue being just poor optimization. Take that nest out. Nice. Let's do something about that rodent. Ooh, secrets first. Always gotta go for them secrets, because you never know. And yoink. We get small, then we get big. Up and up we go.
Take that then. The path less traveled is now impossible to negotiate. You can't reach me. No, not at all.
I'll be the judge of that. Ooh, that's close. According to this wall drawing, we will be victorious. For you, and one for you. We're still losing frames. I'm gonna have to do something about that. It's just interesting why we revert back to the default after all the work I put in to try to make that not shame. Real damn shame. I was still surprised that we even had a forum for this game to kind of help with frame rate and all that wonderful jazz. about the state of community. You can always find something that can help you. Or even just a video.
Temporary setback.
Alright,
A
I'll fix
minor
that.
hindrance. A trivial impediment. I'll just move along. I'll deal with you later, Alice. You'll never stop our grand plan.
No worries. A little bit of audio tweaking here and there. Or actually, probably better idea. No, that would require for me to tab out. Alright. Let's try it this way. And I'll also put up the gain for my voice just a tad bit more. That should be better. Rat. Well, let's go ahead and get the Hatter's arms. And pull. Rubbish shoot. Oh, that's one way. Down we go. Now all we gotta do is just get his legs.
Mobility will make a nice change. Expect no thanks until I'm completely reconstructed. No resting on laurels, chiffoniers, chaise lounges, mean folding chairs, stools.
I get it. You want your legs back. Jeez. Just gonna keep that right there. And we're gonna make our way back up. Well, if the rat is here, that means that probably our next encounter is going to be with the rabbit. Hey? Oh, I hear you. Come here, you. Show me the secrets that you are hiding. Oh, a memory. And yoink.
It's been years now, Alice. Time to put away childish things.
You're not my dad. Cranking up and down pressure. Alright then. Let's see. Pretty sure we can make it. Yep. Wish I had this ability in the first game. It would come with real clutch. Alright. Down we go. Considering that is November, I've been seeing a lot more shops nowadays. You know how they usually have for Black Friday and everything going on?
The dimensions of this desolate tract are unknown to all but the inhabitants.
But some of them have been starting off doing their Black Friday deals a little bit earlier than usual, which I can understand because I guess some places are going to want to close down just for Thanksgiving weekend. So So it's kind of interesting, at least in town, how they decide to go about doing things a little bit earlier, so that way people can actually enjoy the long weekend, instead of having to deal with all the crazy that's gonna happen on Black Friday.
Obsolescence and ruination. Australia, perhaps. We might liquidate what remains of your inheritance.
Farming in Australia, yeah, with everything trying to kill you, yeah. Good idea there, bud. Yeah, no, I've just been noticing that, and I guess they're really thinking ahead so they don't have to actually deal with all that. Especially if you're a retail worker, yeah. I did find it kind of interesting. Whew, just barely made that. Let's see. Oh yeah, we could definitely come back up from here. Need more secrets, need more teeth. Alright, alright. Okay, let me just take a look, see if we... Nope. We're getting close. Excuse me. Actually, you know what? Let me get myself something to drink here. Okay, that's the good stuff right there. Come here, you. And breach and clear. Alright. Yeah, at least the one of the shops that I go to for at least like proteins, snacks, and teas. Been doing really good. Even had this one interesting drink. Pretty sure I told you all about it. Update. It helped kind of cure my caffeine addiction a bit. But even then, I don't know. Trying to spend $40 on a 12-pack just for that ain't exactly worth it in the long run. Worth to try at least, sure, but unless it can come out in a powder form that I can mix for weeks upon weeks, yeah, I ain't buying it. Oh. I guess it was waiting for me to come down first. You got your eye on me or something? You like what you see? Too bad for you. Whew. Alright. Those are some aggressive high fives. Aha, I have learned. Yeah, as for at least Thanksgiving, I'm going to be visiting a buddy of mine. Should be a very fun time. He's only going to be in town for Thanksgiving, so we're kind of doing like a Thanksgiving slash a Thanksgiving/Christmas type of deal. So we're all gonna be eating together and doing our gift exchange before he heads back. Man, these things are annoying. And there's my biggest enemy, the frame drop. Yeah, this game definitely needed a lot more love. I can work with this. I've worked with worse frame rates than this. We got this. We got this. Woo! Close one of that. Oh, hey, check it out.
Some insects eat their young, and they have much to teach us, alive or dead.
Thank you for that random piece of information. Not sure why that's relevant to her or anything else. Whoa. I wasn't even touching my keyboard at the time. The game was about to forcefully make me just jump off the edge. Ooh, I hear snow. There you are. What you got for me? Oh, okay. Another bottle for the collection. Has a note. But no rum. Makes Captain a very sad lad. I mean, if this was my mind, then we would be exploring through Traba and whatnot. At least I would have alcohol and beautiful women everywhere. At least I'm hoping. Why is the rum always gone? See, if I was the reason why the rum is gone, then I can live with that. Any other reason than that, inexcusable. Bridge it clear! Bridge it clear! Speaking of also with the holidays coming up and everything else, also gotta think about what I'm gonna want to do with the Halloween candy. Because I still got a good amount of it. I donated already some to my folks, because my mom wants to make those little turkeys I told you about. As for the rest, I might bring it to the Thanksgiving dinner, or I might save it for something else. Not entirely sure what yet.
And the canary goes to sleep house. Out like a snuffed candle. Sleeps the sleep of the just. Like Pilar and Papa. After 10, they're unconscious.
Interesting. I remember I used to sleep so soundly. Those were the days. Oh, hey, bud.
Persistence will be rewarded with pain. I told you to cease and desist, but my warning goes unheeded. So without regret, you're about to feel like a lobster is being tossed into the boiling pot.
I mean, if you're gonna say it like that, you're gonna make me sound like I'm gonna be real tasty. You could say this level's quite smashing. Smashing? Eh? Okay. Promise I won't do any more of those puns. Ah, who am I kidding? I probably will. Come here. Okay, what else we got here?
That's it. I can feel it surging. Faster, my fine penetrants. Don't stop now.
Hit me up my final burst on the treadmill. Been going to work out with a buddy of mine. He says, though, I have quite the aggressive look whenever I'm trying to sprint the rest of my run. But I mean, hey, can't help it. When you're in the zone, you're in the zone. Especially when I'm listening to my music. Oh yeah. So I know with a lot of people, they try to listen to like rock or something else. Your boy right here, I'm listening to hardstyle the entire way. Because to me, I don't know what it is about hardstyle, but it kind of keeps me... Oh. That's interesting. It kind of keeps me in a rhythm that is a little bit more on point with my overall running with the treadmill. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, I've tried running with pop, rock, and all that. Some of it may sometimes work, but a lot of times it's just... yeah. I don't know. This hardstyle really just works a lot better for me. Come here. Ow. God, the frames. The frames. That one's at least out. Let's get this out of the way. Let's get all the minions out of the way, and we'll deal with the big guy. Alright, nice. Now all that's left is just this big guy. What's hardstyle? So hardstyle, okay, so imagine like how do I put this? Imagine like a really fast electro beat, but with just a lot more bass attached to it. So it's pretty much kind of like that. Like if you think something like Zatox or what's another one? The Tweakas, if you're into that sort of music. Why is it... No, that's not it. Okay, now the umbrella doesn't want to work. Okay, something's really been buggy with this. Okay. Because my other one seems to work, but for some odd reason... Hold up. Okay, melee attack, clockwork bomb, first person camera. Okay, jump, hobby horse, shrink. It works when we have caps lock on for some reason. Okay. Not even working for that. Well, this is very odd. And we don't have the hobby horse, so we can't even break its defense. It's not even working. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, something happened that has completely reset everything that I did for that game. Oh, that's annoying now, isn't it? I'm gonna have to go back and plug in my stuff again for that. Fix one thing, start at something else. Gotta love all these updates. God damn it. Oh well. Well, I guess I can keep this at least relatively short, in terms at least for today. At least we got some good music going. So I'm all for that. Let me see here. Well, I'll at least keep things pretty interesting. Give me just a moment here. Let me get the story time at least set up. But at least everyone's still having a wonderful Tuesday, especially since it is Taco Tuesday after all. Let's see. Nope, those are tutorials. Okay, so I found the stories, but I am missing... Ah, there it is. Some nice little scares. Alright, let me just go ahead and... There we go. Keep things nice and interesting. Alright, now let me just get this. Nope, that's not it. That is definitely not it. And there it is. Perfect. Okay. So, I know that even though this is going to be the positive holidays, I just can't help but wanting to do a little bit more of the spooks. Because I want to keep this fun stuff going. So, a little bit of spooks, a little bit of nice warm fire, Just an all-around just fun time. And don't you worry, once December comes around, I'm on the hunt for some spooky Christmas stories. Maybe even some from Hanukkah and a couple of other holidays. Who knows? Who knows what dastardly stories of Frosty the Snowman or Santa Claus I could find. Will make you think twice before going to the living room in the middle of the night trying to catch Santa. Might even find some Christmas spooky games too. But we'll just have to wait and see. Now, this right here, that little white thing that you got up there, that's not just a piece of a cloud or a bag or anything of that nature. That's called a kune kune. Is a very old urban legend about an apparition that is sometimes seen on the countryside. Now, for those who don't know, the kune kune, which means something is meandering, swaying, twisting, turning in the distance. And if you see it, make sure to never look directly at it. Otherwise, it might just drive you insane. Now, the kune kune is described as an unidentified white squiggle, right? Moving back and forth in the distance. Nobody knows exactly what this thing looks like, and anyone who has simply just lost their minds over it. One man even tells of an encounter he had as a child with one of these. Here's the story. When I was young, my parents brought my older brother and I to visit my grandfather and grandmother. We didn't see her very much because we lived out in the countryside, in Akita. As soon as we arrived at our grandparents' house, my brother and I went to play. The air was much fresher and cleaner than it was in the city. We walked through the rice fields, enjoying the nice wide open space. The sun was high in the sky, and there was no breeze. The heat was stifling, and after a while, we started to get tired. But then, my brother stopped suddenly. He was staring at something there in the distance. "What are you looking at?" I asked. And he pointed and said, "That, over there." The rice fields stretched as far as I could see, and there was no one else around but us. I squinted my eyes, trying to make out what he was looking at. And from this great distance across the fields, there was this white thing. It looked about the size of a person. It was moving and wiggling as if fluttering in the breeze. "Maybe it's a scarecrow," I said. "That's not a scarecrow," my brother replied. "They don't move like that." "Maybe it's a sheet?" "No, not a sheet. There are no other houses around here. Besides, there's no wind, but it's still moving and wriggling. What the heck is that thing?" I had this strange and uneasy feeling at the pit of my stomach. My brother ran back to the house, and when he returned, he was carrying a pair of binoculars. Excitedly, I asked, "Oh, can I see?" I grabbed the binoculars, but he pushed me back. "No, me first," he said with a chuckle. "I'm the oldest. You can look when I'm done." As soon as my brother put the binoculars up to his eyes, his expression had suddenly changed. His face grew pale, and he broke out into a sweat. He dropped the binoculars on the ground, and all I could see was fear in his eyes. What was it?" I asked nervously. My brother replied ever so slowly, "There it is. There it is. There it is." It was strange. This was not even my brother's voice. Without another word, he turned and started walking back to the house. Something didn't feel right. I bent down to pick up the binoculars, my hands still trembling. But I was too scared to look through them. In the distance, the white object was still twisting and turning. Just then, my grandfather came running over. "What are you doing with those binoculars?" he asked. "Nothing," I replied. "Just looking at that white thing over there." With a shout, "You shouldn't look at that." He snatched the binoculars out of my hands. "Did you see it?" he demanded. "Did you look at it with the binoculars?" "No," I said with a very meek voice. My grandfather's face then started to relax. With a sigh of relief, he said, "Good. That's good." Without even knowing why, he sent me back home. When I walked into the kitchen, everyone was crying. My brother was rolling around on the ground, laughing like a crazy person. He was on his back and his body was wriggling and twisting just like the white thing in the distance. I couldn't understand what was going on. It was horrible to see him like that. This was not my brother anymore. He had completely lost his mind. The following day, my parents decided to take us home. My grandmother and grandfather stood there on the porch, waving at us with sad expressions as the car pulled away. I sat in the back seat with my brother, tears in my eyes. My brother, he was still laughing, like a mental patient. They had to tie him to stop him from moving around. His face was twisted with this wide smile. He looked like he was happy, but when I saw his eyes, he was crying. This sent a chill down my spine. His cheeks were wet with tears, but he just kept laughing and laughing. My father pulled over to the side road and got out of the car. He took out the binoculars and furiously smashed them on the street. Then, without saying a word, he got back into the car and we drove off. Now, this is an account from another man who tells of a similar experience when he was a young boy. As it reads, When I was a little boy, I lived in a small town by the seashore in Chiba Prefecture. One evening, my uncle took me for a walk on the beach. As we strolled down the sand, I looked down to the sea and noticed something in the distance, something white. It was a long and swaying thing. I was curious of what it could be. "What is that over there?" I asked my uncle. He gazed at what I saw. His eyes grew wide and his face pale. There was a terrified look. He couldn't stop staring at it. Frantically, he shouted, "Run for your life!" I didn't know what was going on, but I was scared, so I ran back home and told my grandfather. But as soon as I did, he even went pale. "That's a kune-kune," he said. "You are lucky you got away from it. You should never look directly at it." "Where's your uncle?" "He's still by the seashore," I replied, my voice shaking. "I gotta go rescue my son," my grandfather said, and he took off as fast as he can to the shore. I followed close behind, frightened and worried about what had become of my uncle. From the distance, I could see he was still standing there at the beach. It was as if he was frozen to the spot, staring at that white murmuring thing far out at sea. My grandfather broke a branch of a tree and approached my uncle. Under his breath, he muttered some kind of prayer. He kept his eyes cast down, carefully not to look at the white thing. My grandfather managed to drag my uncle away and brought him home. Although we managed to save him, he suffered from fits of madness and insanity for the rest of his life. Since it happened, he's been in and out of mental homes many times. My uncle, he was never the same after that. They do say curiosity can kill you. But in this case, it's just gonna drive you mad. So the next time you notice something white in the distance, whether it be on the countryside or at sea, twisting and moving, avert your eyes. Unless you enjoy your next home being a padded room. No one knows for sure why this happens. Why, when you look at one, that you go completely insane. But the ones who do always end up the same way. So, be careful. 'Cause you might just lose your mind if you look too closely. Now, I got one more little scare for you. At least for tonight, anyway. This little story is called The Pale Man. Now, for anyone who is curious about who the Pale Man is, I shall show you real quick. Some might even recognize him from a certain movie known as Pan's Labyrinth. Let me just go ahead and grab this. To some, this character may look familiar. But would you believe it's actually based off of an urban legend? About a ghost of a blind man who has eyes on his palm. This entity is called the Tinomi. Means eyes on hands. As the legend goes, there was a blind man who was once attacked by robbers. They viciously beat him and left him to die alone. As he laid there, he cried out in anger and frustration. If only I would have seen their faces, but my eyes can't see. If only I had eyes on my palms of my hands. Because he died in such a state of rage and agony, the blind man returned as a ghost, known as the Timomi. His desire for revenge was so great that his blind eyes were gone, and he grew a pair of new ones on the palm of his hands. Now his spirit roams through cities and villages, searching for those robbers that had murdered him. He was able to see by holding his hands out in front of him. But the Timomi never saw the face of his attacker. So he simply kills whoever he can get his hands on. Although he has eyes on his hands, he is still figuratively blind. But this time by his anger. One night, a Japanese boy was dared by his friends to go into a graveyard as a test of courage. As this boy walked through the cemetery, he suddenly saw an old man emerging from the darkness. As the figure got closer, he noticed the old man was blind and had eyeballs on his palms. Terrified, the boy fled as fast as he could. He ran into a temple and begged the priest to help him. The priest told them to hide in a chest, and then went off to even hide himself. When the Temui entered the temple, he wandered around, his hands held out in front of him, searching for his prey. The boy, crouched inside of the chest, did not dare to even breathe as he listened to the footsteps coming closer and closer to him. The footsteps stopped right next to him. He heard a strange sucking noise. In the morning, the priest came out of hiding. He opened the chest to let the boy out, but then he peered inside and he was horrified at what he saw. The young man was dead. The spirit had sucked all the blood and bones from his body, leaving nothing more but his limp, saggy skin. Now that is definitely a horrible way to go. As with many of these other urban legends that we have shared in the past, this is what happens when the actions, especially malevolent ones, happen to just the most innocent of people. So be careful about who you cross and who you come across. Because if you see this man, well, you're probably not going to last that long. But we'll have to about wrap it up, at least in terms of story time. Gotta say, I really do enjoy a lot of these. I hope you have been enjoying them as well, as much as I have. And now you have the backstory to that creature from Pan's Labyrinth. Pretty cool, right? It's amazing how so many legends, whether it be from the East or the West, inspire storytelling, movies, books, all that fun stuff. And honestly, I can never get enough of it. But I hope you enjoyed that little story that we had. A rather shorter stream today. I really want to dive into more of Alice's madness, but your captain's gonna have to do a little bit of tweaking. My job is never done. But that'll about do it for me in terms of today. I hope you all have enjoyed this wonderful stream that we've been having, with a minor amount of scuff. So, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night, or morning, depending on where you're from. I wish you the best in terms of for your holiday preparation. And stay warm. Stay cozy. Because it's only going to get colder from here on out. So, break out those sweats. And break out that extra thick blanket. And get comfy. Because I'm still going to tell you some more bone-chilling tales later on down the road. With all that though, thank you one and all for joining me. I wish you fair winds and calm seas on all of your personal adventures. Stay safe and stay cozy. And this is your captain, flying off again.